And still to come on the program, another forum to talk about child abuse and how art can right the wrongs. That's in a moment. Join us again.
Constructive criticism is good for your work. No man is an island. It will make you better.
Be willing to accept new ideas. Also be objective to know the ones to keep. Avoid copying. Try to be original.
This forum is to explore the theme Child Street Hawking, a menace and curse, the way forward. But what makes this gathering different from the usual is the art factor. Most of the people in this hall create or support art one way or the other, and they believe if creators talk more about this, then people can realize how bad this is and take action. The notion here is that there's too much lip service and it's time to walk the talk. So the policymakers have been invited to hear what they have to say on this issue.
The theme for this year is Child Street Hawking, and we call it a menace and a curse, and we thought, what is the way forward? So really, the prompt for this year is what can be done for that child on the street hawking to survive, hawking to be educated. So that's the prompt for this year, and we're hoping that the public and the government will take this very seriously.
The people have been sensitized on the need not to allow children to hawk, especially during school hours. The Lagos State government has a stand that within the hours of 8 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 p.m., all children of school age must be in school. It is compulsory because in Lagos State, education is free. And we believe that through education, a child can reach his or her full potentials. So the government believes that it is compulsory. No child, under no circumstance, must hawk in the state. A child must be in school. And if you are not academically inclined, you must be at a center, a skill acquisition center, learning a vocation or a skill.
It's also a Generation Next project. The need for children to be more in sync with their roots cannot be overemphasized.
The message would be to the government and to the public, pay more attention to the child on the street, pay more attention to their plight, especially the orphan. Any child on the street hawking to survive, hawking to be educated, pay more attention to them, be a bit selfless, okay, and then give to the betterment of such a child. No child should be hawking on the street to survive or to study.
The Director General for the Council for Arts and Culture, Mrs. Dayo Keshi, speaks on how art and culture can contribute to national development.
Arts and culture all fall under the creative industry. And whether we want to or not, it's one area where wealth can be generated. Wealth is generated from bottom up, and you don't really need to have, a full Western education. I mean, think about it. Michael Jackson started earning at the age of 5, just singing. It's part of the creative industry. So my message now is that, we should start encouraging our children, especially, to pick up one of the creative arts. It doesn't stop you from having your education. You continue with regular school. But I do believe each young person today, in Nigeria's today, should pick an aspect of the creative arts and start practicing it. It's either you are gifted or you can learn it. Because what then happens is that you can use your creative art, to start earning money, to even see yourself through school.
It was not just a talk shop. There was a cultural performance from the Sapresh dance troupe from the Delta State University doing the Ikar dance.
The appreciation of art is as easy as it is complex. And it takes a mind that understands this to value the creativity of Eva Obodo. His exhibition, Line by Line, is a fusion of time. Eva successfully reconstructs the past and present, generating imageries that shed light on the future. Piece by piece, bit by bit, and line by line, time is exposed through nature, with charcoal and fiber being the mediums of expression. He also has fun with materials such as jute, cotton, and dye.
In this exhibition, I am coming up with a body of work that tries to bring two materials together, fiber and charcoal. In charcoal, I deal with pieces, bit by bit. In fiber, because of the strands and because of the fiber nature, that one runs in lines. So that is why it is bit by bit, line by line, and piece by piece.
The convener of this exhibition is Art House Contemporary, the foremost auctioneers of artwork. Its CEO, Kavita Chelaram, speaks on how the artist first caught her eye and his creative prowess.
In fact, I was shown his works by Ella Natsui, who works in the same university, Nsukka University, in Nsukka. And it's amazing that we've been able to showcase works from other parts of the country. Otherwise, here in Lagos, it's quite insular and you get works that people have seen. I think he's put together quite an interesting body of works. He's got 3 different mediums that he's using here. The Coal series that's behind me. And basically, it's all about what he found in Enugu. Enugu has been called the coal city, the state, because it had so much coal deposits, which have been deposited over millions of years. And in fact, when the colonials came, they actually found it, and they started sending it by train and shipping it abroad. So really, the coal works have got, they're like little packages, and the packages are showing that the items are being exported.
What is noticeable in the works exhibited is Eva's ability to maximize the effective sense of numbers, directional thrust, tenseness, and color to emphasize our ties as humans to nature. And these enthusiasts are blown away.
It's using indigenous material, jute in the main, woven and then colored in spectacular ways to make specific eye-catching artifacts.
Time is immeasurable and constantly in motion. But Eva Obodo has found a way of counting and making the moment stand still.
A veteran filmmaker with a Pan-African vision, he introduced several innovations into African film industry by bringing notable practitioners of African descent into his crew. In addition to picking the actors and actresses from outside Nigeria for the lead role, he chose John Seka of Sierra Leone and Princess Elizabeth Toro of Uganda, both for Kogni's Harvest and Things Fall Apart, which enjoyed good box office responses in Nigeria, and Things Fall Apart was well received, especially in Atlanta, Georgia, in the US. He equally produced documentaries for the United Nations as well as the war in Congo. His last feature film was the production of Eye of Life in 1988.